All right, it is about 11:56 in the morning on February the 23rd, 2022, and this video is for my dad. I don't know, I felt like making this just so my dad could check it out because both of us have talked about crypto quite a bit. And to be honest with you, I still don't understand it. I really. But what I can tell, though, is that it's here to stay. And there is a rather significant industry being built around it. So here we have Crypto.com. And Crypto.com actually put out its own currency, its own crypto coin called Chrono, I think it is. And here it is, it was introduced in November. The opening price here was, let's see, 30 cents roughly. Went up in a few days, few weeks, went up to almost $1, and now it's pretty much trailing off here, and it looks bearish to me. I mean, I think that given the economic environment that we are in, and sort of the way Bitcoin is behaving right now, it's bearish. You know, there aren't people putting money toward it. Right now, we are in a rather bearish point of the price for crypto. If the economy continues to move in the direction that it's moving, which every indication shows that it will for at least the next 2, 3, even maybe 4 quarters, I do not anticipate Bitcoin or any other cryptocurrency being benefiting, really. However, what that usually means, though, and what has happened here, this is, let me clean all this stuff up and get it out of the way so it's a little bit easier to see. What we've got here is a significant pattern that shows some staying power. And it's coming into a bit of an important time. So basically what we have here is back in 2017, I think it was. Yeah, 2017, we had this run to 20,000. And then fast forward 3 years, maybe 3 years plus, a little bit longer. It broke through that previous all-time high and took off, put in a Wyckoff distribution pattern here, classic Wyckoff distribution pattern, and actually a head and shoulders too, and managed in this time period, it consolidated. Typically, this would be the down move right here, and that would be pretty much all she wrote for another 4 or 5 years or something. But because of government stimulus, the COVID came around and really kind of saved Bitcoin here and went for another all-time high, hit this all-time high, and now it's coming down. And as fiscal policy. So, I mean, monetary policy, from the Fed obviously is tightening. Fiscal policy, Lord knows how much, the politicians, what kind of budget is going to be, and appropriations is going to be voted on next time. There's $6 trillion, who the hell knows, but we'll see. But in any case, crypto's here to stay. And I went down the rabbit hole of mining. I went down the, just all sorts of directions on just whether I want to invest in a coin, do some mining, what type of mining, what the best equipment for mining is, so on and so on and so on. So I will be cranking up some mining, as what I believe is going to happen is over the next 5, 10 years, whatever it is, Bitcoin in general is going to take a pretty steep dip. But in the meantime, there's something interesting here going on. So here we have douchebag Matt Damon doing an endorsement for Crypto.com. Here's Noah's Ark. Fortune favors the brave. Whoever that mountain climber is, there's one of the Wright brothers, and then you can see Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez as an astronaut. Interesting. Well, so along the way of all of the kind of rabbit holes I explored in crypto and what's going to be the best way to do things, I came across this, the site Crypto.com. There's another site, Coinbase. There's some other things, and I came down here and was like, hey, earn up to 14.5% in interest. PA, and I don't know what PA stands for on cryptos, PA on stable coins. So stable coins are interesting. Now here, let me pull up a stable coin. Let me see if I have the USDC. There it is. So here's the United States. Well, that's an interesting looking chart now, isn't it? Let's go to weekly here. 1 week, maybe there's, wow, let's talk about parabolic. Well, so the USDC is pinned to the US dollar. So if I buy $500 worth of USDC, then I will maintain $500. I can cash out for $500 US dollars. So this is the United States dollar coin, market cap USDC. It's calculated by TradingView. It's considered what's called a stable coin. So let's just kind of go forward here. So earn up to 14.5%, and here's the catch, right? So here we go, right here. So in order to U.S. dollar coin is one of the coins that is supported that will bring in up to 14% rewards, and it's compounded weekly. So let me pull up the handy dandy calculator. So we'll use that in a little bit. Essentially, an investment in USD coin with $400 or less in CRO, which is the crypto coin, you can net $10% annually. And so, Dad, I know, I mean, there's no reason, it's 10%, right? So then if your CRO stake is $4,000 or greater, then you can get 12% annually. And if your CRO stake is $40,000 or more, and it has to be held for more than 6 months, then you can get 14%, and 2% of it is paid out in CRO, right? So it's kind of like, yeah, okay. So I don't know where 10%, just on, I mean, without the underlying USD coin is USD coin, so it's cash. And so 10% will get paid out on $400 or less. The risk comes in, and here is, let's go back to CRO here, is if somebody, holds 4,000, suppose for a moment, I do this right here, that's 10%, which I'm going to do. I'm going to put some money toward USD coin in a Crypto.com account, and earn 10% on it. I don't know anywhere else that I can do that. And then it compounds weekly here. So, every time it gets paid, it'll get paid into the account and continue to compound, which of course, turns into something a bit different. So let's see, 0.1 divided by 52 weekly plus 1, and then to the power of 52, comes out to 1.105, so it would be 10.5% annually compounded, times whatever I deposit into it. It's not bad. That's $850 a month roughly in income if I chose to take it. So okay, and it's on $400 or less of CRO stake. So it's kind of like, if suppose for a moment I had taken advantage of this, $40,000 or more, and then CRO falls down 60% here from its high, then I'd be sitting on $16,000 instead of a $40,000 stake. So I think this risk, perhaps this level of risk, might be worth it if you can balance out the numbers where I'm. The deal with interest, the amounts. So suppose for a moment CRO goes down to 1 cent per coin, and I would effectively lose 99% of this crow stake, the percentage of 10% would at least cover, on a given particular investment amount, it would cover, the interest would cover the cost of the crow stake. I'm not going to go that route. What I am going to do is start mining crow. So here I have a miner, and this is a miner that my simple desktop computer can use to mine. So I'm CPU mining at the moment. I have ordered, I told you, I think it was about a week ago, I think I told you that I had ordered, it was a week and a half ago, I ordered a new graphics card for my computer. It's a small upgrade of $250 so that I can have enough graphics memory in order to mine on my graphics card. There's a requirement of 4 gigabytes of memory, and right now my graphics card only has 2 gigabytes of memory. So yep, I'm getting the next level up of graphics card, and I'm going to replace that so that I can get a hash rate. Now here's what's going on. Here's crypto.com, and here I have a wallet address, and after I hit start, it'll take a few minutes, and I have a lot of applications running, so it's going to affect my hash rate. But you'll see here basically so far in the mining, this has taken me almost 3 days to get 0.29 crow coins. Now let's take a look. Let's see how I'm doing here. Roughly 40 cents times 0.29, 0.29 means I've earned 11 cents in the past roughly 3 days on my mining operations here. But that ought to change. So right here you can see my hash rate. And right now it's about 1,500. When I don't have all the other applications running on my computer at the same time, I can get a hash rate of about 1,900 hash per second. And so the upgrade that I'm doing is a really minor upgrade, but at that, and so this averages out to about 0.1 roughly. I get about 0.1. I earn about 0.1 coins per day on this 1,400, well, let me say actually 1,900 hash rate, right? So with the upgrade of the new graphics processor, I ought to be able to pull down 6 megahash with just those 4 gigabytes of RAM and a little bit of a higher performance graphics unit. I ought to be able to get 6. So instead of one, we'll call it 1850. It's sometimes it runs as high as 2,200, and sometimes it runs as low as you can see here, at 1,400 if I have applications open. So instead of having 1,850 hash per second, I ought to be able to get something more like 6 meg or 6 million hashes per second, which, if we divide it by, we'll call it 1850. It's about 3,000 times more hash rates per second, which means that I ought to be able to pull down any given day. Let's just say, for shits and giggles, instead of getting 0.1 per day or 0.1 sort of per hash rate of 1850 per day, I get 0.05 instead. So I start being able to pull down on a daily basis about 162 coins a day. Times 40, it's 64 bucks a day, 65 bucks a day for mining this stuff. The payouts, I don't know, it's hard to see here. Payouts start from 75 crow. And so far, obviously, if I wanted to earn 75 crow, I think it would take me about 10 days per crow coin times 75. So there'd be about 750 days of mining required at the current rate in order to get a payout on this. Let's see if this number changes. I've only been mining now for, I don't know, a few minutes. Let's see if this balance changes so we can actually see it. No, not yet. It will soon though. My hash rate has just picked up. So that's kind of what is going on with crypto. And there are tons of miners out there right now who are getting there are miners who have been around for 5 years, and they're going to do just fine right now as Bitcoin corrects. And it's in my opinion that Bitcoin is going to continue to go down and at least hit this 20,000 area, if not lower. And so the folks who've been mining, folks who've been mining since back here in 2017 and then continued to mine through this area are going to be doing just fine. It's the folks who have started to mine in this price range right here who are going to get hurt. So the idea for me is I'm going to spend the next 5 years cranking up a mining operation in order to be able to take advantage of, average into wherever this dip happens, whether, it happens here or even goes lower, whatever happens. It ought to be, it ought to be profitable in the future. And this is kind of the future of banking as well. This is, this is kind of the start of, what's Bank of America or what is USAA for that matter, or any of these other sort of traditional banks going to be when you have these kinds of things going on with all these different types of coins that can be bought and invested in. And in addition, there's even more to go down further down the rabbit hole, which I haven't quite done yet. There's even a further of a universe in this whole online crypto project thing for investing and so forth that I haven't even begun to explore. So there's something to it. There's something here. I'm going to explore it as things move forward. Yeah, I think it might. Where can you get 10% right now in a savings account? And it's in USD coin too. So it's not like you gotta put it in Ethereum or Bitcoin or anything like that. You get to put it in a stable coin that's pinned to the dollar, and earn 10%. And if you, that's if you hold a Crow stake, $10. You invest $10 in Crow, and suppose it goes down to $1. Who cares? You're going to get 10% on a USD coin deposit. Yeah, so Dad, hope you enjoyed the video. Love you. I will talk to you soon. Bye.